Hi folks, welcome to the Moving Beyond Being Good podcast by Gary Ryan from Organisations That Matter. In this podcast, Gary shares everything about servant leadership, service leadership, authentic leadership, how to create high performance cultures, service excellence, and life balance. Here's your host, Gary Ryan.
Yes for Success, How to Achieve Life Harmony and Fulfillment, read by Gary Ryan, January 2024. Dedication. Everything I do is inspired by you, Michelle, Liam, Sienna, Callum, Aidan and Darcy. Your love gives me the energy to back myself every single day, and I thank you for it. To Eddie and Olga Ryan, thank you for bringing me into this world and giving me opportunities to discover and develop my talents. Without your foresight, steadfastness, love and above all service, this book would not exist. To my siblings, your partners, your children, and for many of you, your grandchildren, thank you for your continued support, feedback, and faith in what I am doing. Carmel, Jeanette, Terry, Cheryl, John, Rob, Alan, Anne, Brandon, Calvin, Jenny, Leonie, Rod, Dennis, Crystal, Wayne, and Lisa. I'm honoured to have your name in print and audio and am forever grateful for you being part of my life. To Dennis in particular, brother, you never stop backing me, and I thank you so much, even though since 1998 we've lived on the other side of the world from each other. And growing up with you as my best friend, I never imagined for a second that we would live so far apart physically. But as we both know, when we get to spend some time together, it is always awesome. And I'm pretty sure if we actually lived each other down the road from each other, that would not be the case. We wouldn't appreciate every minute that we get to do, and I love you, brother. To my lifelong friends, Mick, Earl and Brendan, you and your wives, Lisa, Heidi and Rose, are such incredible people. I can't thank you enough for your love and unconditional decades-long friendship. To Koch, Chief D, Cole, Michael, Paulie, Matt, Womble and Rob, the brothers group was a saviour when everything went south in 2020. To James, Jerry, Tommy and Johnny, the regulars on our rides with Koch and D, we have literally ridden on our motorcycles thousands of kilometres together, each of us having the back of everyone else on our motorcycle trip, because that's the reality. If something happens, we've got to be there to help each other. Literally, our lives are in each other's hands. You have kept me smiling, enjoying life, and most of all, sane. To Mapes and Tanya, you have always been there for Michelle and I, and we are grateful for your willingness to support us and spend valuable time with us over many years whenever the small windows of opportunity open. To Greg and Catherine, we never thought we could make new lifelong friends, and when we met, but thankfully we did, and we are grateful for your presence and support for our entire family for close to 20 years now. Finally, to those of you who make the impossible possible through implementing what you learn from this book, and more importantly, what you do with your plan to enable you to live an extraordinary, ordinary life, this book I dedicate to you. Now, since I started to write this book, I need to recognise Grant Cardone. Within 3 minutes of watching a webinar of Grant, and my twin brother Dennis had been telling me about him for many months and I'd just been ignoring him, the 30-year-old Gary Ryan that started Organisations That Matter was re-sparked, and that spark has just lit a flame that just won't go out. And this book will never have been written between the 1st of June 2023 and published on the 9th of October in its Kindle version 2023 if I hadn't have been introduced to Grant Cardone and his material, and more importantly to the incredible team that Grant leads and works with, people like Elliot and Dragon and Jared, of course, and Jody and Sherry and Big Brother Dave, and the list goes on. The support people like Elaine and Brandon. It's just incredible how many people we know. Veronica, it's just unbelievable. Sasha, the list just goes on and on and on. And what's amazing with that list of people is that we actually know them. We know who they are. And we get their support to enable us to be the best versions of ourselves. And I can promise you this book would not have been created without that. And part of that has been Accountability Team Zero, led by Gary McCoo Jr. The people in that team, Robert Duran, Nick Yerhart, Alison Wheeler, myself, of course, Tiffany Everett. It's just an incredible 6 people who are backing each other and pushing each other to achieve our goals. I thank you for your support for this book. And equally, for the many of you that have already purchased this book, I thank you from the bottom of my heart that you've gone and invested in yourself. I am absolutely passionate about you becoming the extraordinary version of yourself. And if you know me personally and you don't have a copy of this, I ask you, why not? Why wouldn't you have a copy of a book from someone that you know? In all honesty, how many authors in your life do you actually know? And especially someone that's written a book that might have some tips to help you become that extraordinary version of yourself. Re-become it, because I absolutely believe that you were born it, as you will see in chapter 1 and the introduction. I passionately believe every single human being was born extraordinary. I'm Gary Ryan, the author, and I look forward to sharing the rest of Yes for Success, how to achieve life harmony and fulfillment with you.